Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Scott from MuscularStrength.com. Today I want to share with you guys one ab exercise I wish I never skipped. And it's not so much that I skipped the actual movement, it's just that I never realized I could have made the movement so much more intense to get such better gains. And there's nothing worse than missing out on gains just because you didn't know how to maximize a movement. This is YouTube gold, guys. I wish when I was a kid I could watch my own videos. I would get so much better results. But YouTube didn't exist then. We won't go there. Anyways, so guys, the exercise in question is the reverse crunch. And I've talked about the reverse crunch a lot. We're trying to place a bit more emphasis on the lower abs. When it comes to abs training, guys, yes, every movement you do will train the entire rectus abdominis, but there are movements that you can do to place more emphasis on the upper abs and more emphasis on the lower abs. And where a lot of us are always trying to get that nice V taper, we want this area nice and tight, this is one of those movements. So, doing a reverse crunch with proper form looks like this. You lay down on the ground, you can put your hands behind your head, you can put them on your side, whatever you want to do, but basically you keep your lower back flat on the ground, and then you bring your knees in, and then you go back out. And this is a reverse crunch. And you can make the exercise more intense by not letting your heels touch the ground in every rep. And if you want to, you can also put on some ankle weights or hold a dumbbell between your legs. But what if I were to tell you you can make the exercise even more intense without ankle weights or without holding a dumbbell? And the way you do that is like this. You want to be in front of a solid structure, and then once you're in front of a solid structure, you're going to take a band and you're going to wrap it around, okay? And this is where things get interesting. And I want you guys to try this at the gym today. It's going to change your life. You're going to be like, holy crap, the engagement is out of this world. So again, this is an ab exercise that I do quite often, to be honest. But now that I know how to make it more intense, I'm getting a lot more out of it. So now instead of just doing this with my lower body, I can actually pull on the band. And by pulling on the band, I'm actually going to be able to create a pre-flex in my abs. Because in order to hold the band here, I have to start engaging my core. Now, a few things are going to happen when you pull out a band, and this is what makes the core start to engage a bit more. As I'm pulling on it, the tension wants to pull my upper body like this and put me into spinal extension. So by fighting the spinal extension and forcing my lower back to the ground, I'm creating this pre-flex that I'm talking about. And you can feel it right away, guys. Usually when you do a reverse crunch and you're in this position, you won't feel a lot of tension in your abs. You'll feel kind of a little bit of tension. But if you get into this position and then pull on a band, all of a sudden those abs are lighting up like a Christmas tree. So once in this position, guys, you're going to focus on keeping your lower back on the ground. Don't let your body go into spinal extension. And then you're going to bring your feet all the way forward. Again, keeping your back flat as much as possible. And then bring them back in. So you're doing the same range of motion. You're not letting your heels touch the ground. But because we have this pre-flex, it's going to be a lot harder for us to keep our lower back flat the entire time. Now, what happens when you go into extension and do this movement? Well, this actually brings a lot of hip flexors into play. And for those of you guys who have lower back problems, it can be due to exercises like this, where you're actually engaging the hip flexors and causing some tightness that you don't want. So if you want to keep all of the focus on the abs, make sure that lower back stays flat the entire time. So guys, to take your training to the next level doesn't always necessarily mean you have to find new crazy exercises that no one's ever heard of. You can take a simple movement like a reverse crunch and then hold on to a band, get a pre-flex in those abs, and then take your gains to a whole new level. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.